How's it going, Rackle viewers? And welcome to part 2 of the Esterisle Cartography Guild homebrew. We're all back in the Discord now chatting it up, so let's just go ahead and join that back in.
So...
Are we talking about Michael?
No.
No!
We were talking about in-person table experience versus Roll20 online experience.
This would be a very odd group to do in person.
Oh, yeah.
God, it would be so interesting.
I would
It
love
would
it.
be pretty interesting.
I
I think it would be interesting.
My dream has always been for all
I
of us
get around-
to someday meet up in like Colorado and play.
Ooh, ski
like-
trip.
Oh, Jesus.
I think something like Chicago or something would be the
Oh, God.
best. So
I
like,
think
Let's get
That
a
way,
that
whenever we
eight-
sit down at the table and start playing, we are like 90%. There's a 90% chance that we all just get shot.
I
No,
vote
that's
Alabama.
Detroit.
I think
Okay,
Alabama
as
would
someone
be a
who's
good place.
lived in both Michigan and Chicago, fuck you.
What's a Michigan? What's a Chicago?
Michigan's
See,
like
Chicago.
Canada.
faraway places that are
Chicago
not New
is...
York.
I'm about to say, Chicago is the penultimate place where it's truth in that gun control does not actually work.
I
You
was
know,
just
when I
gonna
think
say
of-
Chicago's a cool city, but
No.
When I think of
Get
Chicago,
the pizza right, man.
Oh,
like-
the pizza.
okay, so
Forget
New York
about
is
it.
bagel, Chicago is crime, Florida's just insane people,
Oh, boy.
Ohio doesn't exist.
What do you
Florida
think
deserves
about-
its own weekly
what about
documentary series of
Tennessee?
the crazy
I'm curious.
Florida man.
Tennessee is whiskey.
Tennessee's pickup line,
okay.
Nate.
I think
Yeah.
of Tennessee as like whitetail deer hunting.
oh, we had whitetail deer hunting back in Michigan.
We got a lot
Yeah,
of it out here in
Yeah,
Washington,
that's
too.
like all that there is in Tennessee.
know, we
Tennessee's
have,
where
like-
every attractive girl is from.
Yeah, it's true.
Tennessee feels like Texas's little brother. It's
All
like
the
instead
time
of
I
sitting
spent-
on the porch with a shotgun, you just sit on the porch with like a cup of whiskey. You're just chilling.
A couple,
No,
not even a glass,
I'm
it's
pretty
a couple.
sure we're the older brother, and Texas developed an inferiority complex.
Yeah, okay, maybe. So they have
No, I
to
think
hold their guns, right?
Kentucky is the same thing. It's just deer hunting.
Is there a difference
Nobody
between
talks
Ten-
No,
about
there's horse
Kentucky.
racing.
Is there a
Kentucky's
difference
chicken.
between Tennessee and
Well,
Kentucky?
Kentucky is bourbon.
And the Dakotas. The same
And
thing.
cousins.
Yeah, Dakota? The Dakotas, I just imagine rocks. Just rocks.
Dakota,
that's
I guess,
most
like,
of Wyoming.
North, like cold. It's cold.
Most of Wyoming's nothing but
Those
rocks.
mountains, it's cold.
My step family's from Dakota, and they're all very boring, and that might be why.
So doesn't exist. New Jersey is just a shithole. Jersey Shore.
How dare you?
Yo, Jersey
How dare you.
sucks.
As someone who's never been to Jersey.
This is the
If it
Dakotas.
wasn't for Atlantic City and what's that theater? The MetLife, there would literally be no reason to go to that armpit.
Oh, Atlanta is just hot. That's when I think Atlanta, I just think like that really gross, humid hotness.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
Like mosquito weather.
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
DC.
Fuck DC. God.
I'm so disappointed, Dennis, earlier when I said you couldn't express yourself with hands. I was making a pun on, or just a funny, on New Yorkers, how they communicate.
Hey,
And
I'm
I got
walking
nothing.
here!
That's
Forget
mostly
about it.
Italians, though. They
It's
talk
the same
like
thing,
this.
Those are. Oh, you shut your mouth.
No,
My great grandfather Bomberito would not like to hear what you're saying about his people.
I mean, you know, stereotypes exist for a reason. So if an Italian doesn't like the fact that, you know, we don't talk like this, but every time they go like this with their hand, guess what? It's stereotypes for.
well, you know what? My politics teacher told me every stereotype has some element.
I'm gonna very angrily eat my yogurt.
That makes
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah,
like
With the
you.
muted mic.
Yogurt
So-
boy.
So here's an idea. How would you guys like to play more Dungeons and Dragons?
Oh
We
man.
get to play? Cool.
Yeah, we get to play.
We'll get to watch our poor freaking paladin get mind fucked by an artifact again that he repaired.
Don't worry about that.
I'm gonna worry about that specifically because you said don't worry about it.
Remember
It was a dream.
anything
It was a
graphic?
dream.
It seemed pretty harmless to me.
Yeah, you know, he fixed the thing, and he was just so caught up in his work that
So
he
these-
fell asleep in the other room, and it never happened anyway. So whatever.
Yeah, you know what else
Well,
seems
wasn't
really harmless?
whispered new things about my character that I didn't know before.
Green
Oh,
stones
never.
at an altar in a cobalt cave. Those seem pretty harmless too, strangely enough.
I wish my
So-
character had a backstory.
Liliana. First things first, I would like you to make me an investigation check. I would say with advantage.
Why is everyone going to the brothel today? I went there for fun. What are you all there for?
Fun.
Bullshit.
You get a, you know, a little bit about how the, well, you go out looking for the Inquisitors, like you said. You do manage to find them. You find it's not the same group as before. Not the one that was at the guild hall. But a small group of them have formed a road stop that they do occasionally to check for changelings that are passing along the roads.
So, I don't recognize anyone.
One of them would probably be the one that was checking the brothel.
So I walk up to him and I was like, "So, did you guys find what you were looking for?"
Sorry, what do you mean? We haven't found any changelings or nothing today. So it's all safe here if that's what you're getting at.
Yeah, the changelings. What about the? Would they be the one? Oh wait, let me write this for you.
Oh.
Oh.
I forgot about that. Huh?
Was there 20 seconds of silence, or did my mic cut out?
No, there's
Oh,
20
yeah, no, it's 20
silence.
seconds. So many secrets now.
Man, this is real entertaining.
So like it was just like plain vanilla yogurt, and it's really good. And I added some mangoes and bananas to it. Really hit the spot.
I don't know why people rag on vanilla so much. I mean,
Right?
it's real solid, and as
I like-
a base, you could put
I
anything
like
in
vanilla.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Vanilla, I prefer to chocolate most times.
I'm pretty vanilla.
Like-
Wait, hold on.
it. If you don't put vanilla in your cookies,
I mean, I
you're
was
probably
gonna
doing
say it.
wrong.
Vanilla
Yeah,
can go
yeah,
through.
Challenge accepted, Matthew. I
All
will make awesome
chocolate,
cookies
all the
without
way.
vanilla extract.
Peanut butter cookies. Done. You're welcome.
I almost threw up when
Uh,
I had a shot of vanilla vodka right there
Yeah,
at the bar.
that
Oh.
sounds awful. First
Why
off,
would
it's
you do that?
So vanilla
I thought you were
vodka.
talking
Vodka,
about
like,
keeping
vodka is
extract.
bad enough as it is, but you don't need to add vanilla extract to that.
Yeah, well, I don't recommend it.
Oh, really?
I for my friend's 22nd birthday, years ago, we got him a bottle of Sriracha vodka.
Oh no.
I probably
He's from
I am the
Tennessee.
one who drank most of that bottle.
Oh no.
Wait,
No one else liked
did
it,
you
but
say-
it was good. It tasted
Yes,
like
that's-
Sriracha.
He's
Like
it's sriracha. It's sriracha.
It's nah,
What?
not in Tennessee.
Why would
I
you
hate to
take?
tell you this. In Tennessee, it's not.
Why would you?
Tastes good. Well, we got it as a joke. Is the answer to that question? Dennis.
So,
Invent that.
well, you guys are aware that there have been some vampires in the area too, no?
Yes. We've been put on alert.
And did you happen to have any clues as to their whereabouts?
Not in. Excuse me. I'm not sure I should be talking about this to a civilian.
Do you not care for my safety?
There's. Look, there ain't nothing here. We've been looking. We're making sure everybody's safe. Every time that we, there haven't been any deaths in the area that match any sort of monster attack of any kind, be it changeling, vampire, where the whole shebang. This place
Really?
is very
Because
safe.
I clearly remember there being a vampire attack by the sewers that I managed with some associates to handle.
Oh no!
Why did you say that? I'm in the brothel right now.
No. Oh fuck!
Tell me again why you need our protection, then.
I don't need your protection. I need your information.
I'm afraid I can't give that to you, ma'am. Nah, I'm gonna need to see your hand real quick.
I just pull whatchamacallit. I just reach into my my chest area and pull out whatchamacallit.
I reach into my
bag.
cleavage and reproduce a silver coin. And flip it among my bare fingers.
A silver titty.
A silver titty!
Oh, had that grafted, huh? Weird. I see. We no, we haven't that vampire that was killed a few weeks ago. That was the last sign of any vampire attacks we've seen in the entire city.
Okay.
At least recognizable ones. We had a few suspected, mostly Inquisitor deaths around that time, but they stopped around the same time that vampire was killed. It seems that, well, he was going after somebody. I don't know anything in particular, but that's basically all I know. Everything in the city has been pretty calm, at least for the last month or so.
Okay. All right then. Thank you for your hospitality. Oh yes.
If you don't mind me asking, why is it you're not in uniform?
I am in my own uniform.
This
He
is
just takes
my
one
uniform.
look at your
Tailored.
bee armor. Right.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, stay safe out there and make sure to report if you see anything.
Will do, soldier. See you around. And on my way to the brothel.
All right.
Oh, is it at the brothel?
As you are entering, you're like walking down the street and you see Lambert approaching the door. You see Leora coming out of the brothel. You see a little interaction between them. She just walks off and he's just kind of like, all right, and just enters in. You follow shortly after, and he's already paid his money and being dragged into a room by somebody because he hasn't really told me.
If you really want, I could DM you, like, the thing. Hold on.
Mean, I guess you're gonna do it anyway, but it was unnecessary. Anything in particular you're doing here, Liliana?
No, just hiring a man or woman. What are the rates? What are the rates?
5 gold for the normal services, 10 gold for the shape changing services.
I'll pay 10 gold for a man and a woman.
Very
Okay.
good.
Okay.
It's a fun time.
It is.
In any case, eventually everyone gets back into the tavern. It's approaching nighttime now, and you guys are. Well, some of you are worn out. Well, most of you are worn out, all for different reasons. The 2 for the same reason. I'm gonna stop talking. Anything to be done? Like any talking amongst yourselves?
Well, when we all get back? Liora, I have to ask, why were you at the brothel? It doesn't seem quite like your kind of place.
Who all's around us right now?
Whoever wants to be. Probably everyone who's not sleeping right now.
Probably, yeah, I was there.
Sleeping.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, if you're sleeping, as you take off your armor, you notice a small black dot on your chest that wasn't there the night before.
Jesus.
It's not unlike any of the other ones that you've seen just over the course of your years.
Because
So-
he's got like skin tags all over his body.
Yeah, he basically it looks like one more. You know, it's not alarming.
Distinct
checked
enough
out.
that I would notice it. Okay.
Huh, that's strange.
Go to a doctor. Well,
You're right.
to me, Lambert, it seems kind of self-explanatory why someone would go to a brothel, and I don't think more inquiries need to be formed about that, if Leora doesn't want to say.
I just look at you, then I look at her, then I look at you, it's like,
I have an associate that I do side business with.
I gesture to
and
her at that.
That is our meeting place.
That's why.
Yes. Are you an insight checker?
Honestly, I'm debating how much I care beyond just the odd curiosity. Who am I kidding?
Hey,
I'm
Q,
thinking
you have
about.
any weird eldritch artifacts around your general vicinity recently? Just
Maybe.
Gordian walks away.
Question.
Redding, why you look like you got the shit kicked out of you again?
Oh, well, you know, I have an accomplice, an acquaintance that I do side business with.
accomplice.
Everyone's got one, so we'll end it there.
You know, Gordian, you should come with us to the brothel sometime.
Yeah, I'm about to
want
say.
Appreciate the offer. I spend my time doing other things. Really, just not what I'm interested in. Not my passion, you could say.
No, I'm just surprised I didn't mock you for the masochist.
Anyways, he walks away.
How flustered is he?
The flusteredest. He is blue with embarrassment.
There has been none flusterier.
Also, everyone's so
Maximum
bloody
flux.
fucking ashamed. For God's sake, he's just
the
getting your
blue
rocks off.
one. Captain Blue Eyes.
There's no shame in it, for God's sake.
Pure
Yes.
flus build.
Some places you could just pay money to do it, and Gwydion was fortunate to find himself someone that'll do it for free, apparently. And apparently he likes it.
What's your passive perception, Gwydion?
Like a billion, probably 12.
Okay. You probably don't hear them talking about you.
Take expertise. Jeez.
I'm not sure he's ever even touched a girl before.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure it was a man that did that.
Oh,
That he wasn't interested, so it's not his thing.
you're not here, old man.
You're asleep. with a new skin tag on your chest that wasn't there yesterday.
I told you, this has happened to you for years.
This has been a very awkward day. I find more of my party at the brothel today than I expected to see. I didn't get to go in a fight pit. I watched a Minotaur almost kill a man.
That was fun, though.
Not for that orc. Who's up for something casual tomorrow? I plan on checking the notice board at the local tavern, see if there's any fun to be had while we take some time off.
I have the feeling something's going to happen tomorrow.
You say that so fucking ominously. Why do you say that?
No reason, and she
Because
skips
it's
to her
9
room.
p.m.
I just watch as she skips away. It's like I
feel like I've been
fucking
called out.
I fucking hate fucking bods. God damn it.
Anywho,
I'm gonna get drunk. Who wants to
I
join
think
me?
I'm gonna play a bard next campaign.
Oh,
God
do it.
damn it!
idea.
I hate
Um,
you all.
So, the next day, on the 42nd of Summer's End,
Yes.
as you are all getting up in the morning, heading downstairs, eating breakfast, and the like, a guard opens the door into the guild hall and walks over to Bertrand. Excuse me, sir. Looking for a group of people that are members of your guild. I've been told they're the crew of the Sunrise Ostinato. And Bertrand, now just kind of drawing a glass, replies, "There's some sort of problem with them?" No, sir. I've just been sent to gather them. There's been a murder, and my captain told me to send for them. He kind of looks over in your direction, and like kind of gives you the, huh?
I just at seeing this happen, I blink and slowly look over to Leora. I just feel like Nathan's face is perfect for that too. It's like, what? You think I have something to do with it? Yes.
I solemnly swear I did nothing.
Only sway you up to no good.
It's them over there. Oh, thank you. The guard walks over to you guys. Excuse me. I'm afraid the guard requests your assistance in a murder investigation.
I'm just staring Leora dead in the eyes as he says this to us.
She's slinking below the table.
Of course, if the guard requests assistance, we must act.
Yes,
New
of
mission.
course. Why not? If only we were warned prior. As I stare at Leora even harder. Fucking hate bots.
Leora, get out from underneath the table.
Oh, I dropped my shoe. I dropped my shoe.
Don't you wear boots?
Boots or shoes?
Don't you have a boyfriend to go fight with?
The guard takes you the other way from Barron Street, up the hill to a district of the city called Hightown. It's a well-to-do sort of district, lots of large estates, fancy parks, and other such high society accoutrement. You eventually reach your destination, one such large estate. Outside the lavish mansion are a few crying women, all no older than 19, talking to your friend, Will Baker, the captain of the guard that's investigating the sculptor. Did your mother have any enemies? Anyone who want to do this? No, everyone loved her. No foul business deals, no cutthroat trading. And by the gods, she donated generously to the temple. Which temple, Miss Russo? I'm sorry. The temple of the lady here in town. I see. Now I'm gonna give you away to some of the guard. They'll get you a coffee, keep you safe until we finish checking the house. Thank you, Captain. goes off. With that, the guards take the daughters away from the scene, and Will looks over to you guys. I see you were in town then. Good. Maybe you can help put an end to this madness. Follow me. The captain takes you inside the building, and immediately you see why you were led here. Up above the entrance chamber, hung by the neck from the rafters, is a woman. Her feet are bound together, her arms tied with rope around the rafters, leaving her arms spread open. Around her back, tied at the neck, waist, and wrists, a set of wings made from wire and stained glass hangs. As the light shines through the windows, it hits the set of wings, leaving an array of colors splattered along the floor, alongside a pool of blood that drips from her torso. Gwydion, as you lay your eyes upon the body, you are suddenly taken back to the desert, in a temple constructed in your name. The arid heat permeates even the walls here. But you have long since become adjusted to this climate. You had just arrived at the ritual chamber here, answering summons from the Phoenix priests. On the slab here, where many had laid, wearing the same red-feathered robes as all the others, a particularly beautiful woman with pale skin, a cut around her throat, and upon her head a golden crown. As you look upon the red-feathered wings splayed out on your altar, the image fades out, and you are now back at the Russo estate, gazing upon the body.
Gwydion has a PTSD look in his eyes for a second, shakes it off.
The victim's name was Madame Olivera Russo. She was the head of her family after her husband died. They made a good amount of money on trade deals here in Tortana and beyond. Trade dealings in Kara get a little cutthroat at times, but the Russos haven't made any big moves since before her husband died over a decade ago. She donated to charity, was noted by her daughters and neighbors as a friendly sort, no enemies, and so far, no leads.
Say for the fact this looks like very familiar handiwork of a sculptor.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking. The murder must have taken place last night. The blood is still fresh, and she was seen last around 8 p.m. There were no witnesses of the actual crime, but she was found by the staff this morning. I've already questioned all of them, but no one knows anything. I have them in the kitchen if you wish to talk to them, but I can pull anything from them.
What are they doing?
How high up is the body on the rafters?
Sorry? Oh, how high?
Yeah, how high?
I would say like 60 feet.
How the bloody hell did they get them up there?
It could be magic, could be mechanics, a lot of ways. This is an interesting setup. I don't quite understand the message here.
Religious?
Well, if you'll give me a moment, before we try to get down the body, I would like to take a better look at it. He looks up at the body, and you see like a faint purple light begin at his pupils, and this kind of spreads outward from there, getting thinner along the way. It was important for her to look like an angel, because she had made such a point of appearing as such.
I see.
This was done out of spite. He did this to her so she'd look in death like she looked in life. Almost saying, if you wanted to look like an angel, I can do that for you. The killer thought she was hiding something. You guys have any idea how we're gonna get this body down?
Oh,
Right.
if
Right.
whoever thinks they can take it down, I can float them up there.
Tied with and stuff.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, she's tied up with the rope, right?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
down. And there's like no actual visible way that she like pulled up there. Like the body was.
I mean, she was hung around the neck, like over the raft, like tied to the rafters by the neck. I mean, it's possible that, well, whoever tied the rope to the rafters had to have been on the rafters
At the
with her,
time,
I
yeah.
suppose. But it's possible to have put her up there, mechanically. But otherwise, I mean, you've seen magic that lifts things.
So
Yeah.
Q, I can float you up there if you would like.
Sure, that seems relevant. I am good with knots and ropes.
I'll cast levitate on Q.
All right. You lift him up gently. Luckily, he is not 500 pounds, or else we'd have problems. Get up there. It's easy enough to, untie. You've untied ropes. It's fine.
I'm going to get up there and look at the scene from that angle. Does it look any different?
You get a better look at the body itself, but nothing changes based on the position you're in.
Okay, I'm thinking like looking at the ground and
Yeah.
blood splatter. There's not like a message or something.
Right. Yeah, I was thinking about that too.
No, no. It seems that the blood was dripping from a cut in her stomach area.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get to that whole thing, but it seems that the blood was just dripping down from that wound, but otherwise the light on the ground from the wings are just a byproduct of the wings being there.
Okay, yeah, it's not just change of perception reveals something. Cool. Looking around while I'm up on the rafters, are there any entrances or exits to that same area? Windows leading outside, or
There's so much I want to investigate on this.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? I had to read something.
yeah. Are there any windows or balconies or ladders that lead to this or away from this?
To the rafters?
Yeah.
No. I mean, there are windows. There's a lot of natural light in this place, but the windows don't seem to be cracked at all, and they aren't exactly the kind that you open up. I mean, it seems that the rafters here are pretty much just built to support the actual roof, as opposed to be like an access way.
Rafters
So
dusty on top? And are there footprints in the dust?
Most of it is dusty. There are some places where it looks like that dust has been kicked around, mostly around the rope itself, and it doesn't seem to reveal any sort of footprints in it, but it does look like it looks like the rope was being put into position.
Okay, yeah. So whatever put her up here didn't walk along these rafters. It flew.
Not by the looks.
Yeah. Cool. While I'm up there, I'm going to use Divine Sense.
Mm-hmm. You will be happy to know that she is not undead.
Okay,
That's
good.
So she's just normal dead.
And there's no other things in the area?
No. No
Cool.
celestials or anything no. It seems that
Yeah, well, I'll untie the rope and then lower the body down.
all right. You lay her out. I'm sorry?
I was gonna say once it's down, can I just roll an investigation to see if I see anything on the bottom?
I will gladly help you with that.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. You take a good look at the body. I mean, she has a cut in her stomach. It seems like it's a very wide cut. She also has like rope burns around her neck and wrists. Her fingers, you notice, are immaculate. In fact, there's no real sign of any sort of struggle at all. Investigating the wounds themselves would be more of a medicine type check.
Anyone got better than a 2 in medicine?
What's 3?
You.
Are we playing golf? Because I think we got a -1.
No, sadly, we have to do the numbers in the better way.
I have a 3.
You have a 3? Anyone got better than that? Because I kind of want to identify what killed this woman. Was it the cut in the stomach, or was it being hung?
I mean, I'll still roll for medicine just since I'm already looking at her with the investigation.
I'm just going to say, conjecture-wise, if there's no sign of a struggle, then she's probably been magically killed, or she offered herself up in sacrifice.
I mean, that's going on, so.
Which of the wounds are you investigating?
What were they? Rope burns and what?
Rope burns and the cut along the stomach.
I go for the cut, honestly.
I will look at the stomach.
Okay. You take a good look. It is unnaturally wide, like it's been stretched open somehow. Investigating further, it appears that her liver is missing.
I inform everybody about that.
There might be more to it. Something pains me to say could be hidden in there, but I won't look. Meanwhile, Michael.
Yes.
Knowing what I know, if there is I guess contextualize this with like any historical or religious significance, I would like to understand maybe a motive besides jealousy.
All right. Roll me a religion check.
Goddamn.
This was obviously like she was put in a position of an angel. More specifically, there's a statue very similar to it in Tannen. It's essentially it's a statue of the lady, like the goddess of civilization, essentially like bestowing civilization to the people. It seems that this has been very deliberately done to mock her and her charitable donations.
Can you remind us what the lady is about? Do I need to roll for that at all?
No, I'll just tell you, because I mean that's just you don't know. She is the god of like civilization and kind of like culture. She is, I believe she's lawful good. I don't know where I hide my notes sometimes because I think I know where I put it.
I'd see her as like lawful good or neutral good.
Right.
Yeah, it's
her
definitely
description.
it's definitely one of those two. And there we go. I hidden somewhere deep within my Avarice of the Half-Caste file for no reason. Yeah, she is lawful good, keeper of peace, progress, and community. She's worshipped by pretty much just all walks of life, be they rich or poor, just, you know, people who are, you know, are keen on the idea of civilized society.
Now, my family comes from a long line of glass workers. These
You're right.
shards of glass in this mobile are from where?
From
Roll me one of those checks. It would be with intelligence and not
Hey, if he's saying this out loud, I would also like to try and remember, just because this would be sparking ideas in my head.
Nah, it would, unless you're proficient in glass blowing tools.
I'll just...
So, glass blowing tools check with
Yeah.
inks?
Mhm.
I haven't gotten to use them.
I mean, hey, if now the glass here, it looks very pristine. It's not very clouded at all. A lot of like glass blowing, like you end up with like small pockets of air in it, just because like it seems that this has been relatively well made and prepared.
Okay.
So the glass in this display is not from the building, not from a shattered window, but from elsewhere?
Yes. There are no stained glass. There is no stained glass, at least on the outside. It would be very weird to have stained glass inside.
Then it's possible that we could investigate varying glass blowing shops because perhaps the killer had this commissioned.
I suppose it's
Gosh.
possible.
Does it look like the glass has been cut?
Make me an investigation check. I'll give you advantage on this one because someone would be helping you with this.
Oh yeah.
I would help because I'm the good.
Yeah,
Investigation.
I believe in you.
There you go.
No, it doesn't look cut at all. In fact, it looks like it was perfectly made into the shape that it needed to be in order to make the set of wings.
It's magic.
It, in fact, seems like it would be impossible to do this by normal glass blowing methods.
Oh, that is.
With that information, we know for a fact that that cut didn't kill her. Because there's no sign of a struggle, and a cut to the stomach isn't going to kill you that fast. You're going to be alive while you're bleeding out. So knowing that this glass was made magically, they probably made it themselves, and therefore killed them with magic almost instantaneously.
And that's been a
That's
theory.
why there's no sign of a struggle.
That's been a theory we've been
It
working
is
on for a
some-
while.
And you would think that
Oh, man.
if she had been cut in the stomach and that was that killing blow, her hands would be covered in this dried blood. Because you get a cut, what do? You go to cover that. You're like,
Possible?
Well, that and there'll be a lot more blood
So-
kind of everywhere
The
if that's the
cut-
case.
was very deliberately made to remove the liver after the fact.
What about you? Does this revelation with the glass give you any ideas we could act upon?
Seems that some sort of witchery has been done on this glass. It's not.
I'm glad you found that out.
handmade.
That's not
Yes.
something I had in my notes that could be found out.
There we go.
What?
I'm greatly curious to see what sort of spell would do something like this. My brother and sister would be out of business.
Right, and that's the fear we're working off of currently. So I'm gonna take a look around the perimeter of the house and see if I can find anyone or anything, any sign that they might have come in or out in some form or way that is natural
Yep.
in any way.
Make me an investigation real quick. Is anyone going to investigate the body any further?
No, but I'll go with
think
Lambert
that's a
to
hint.
help him investigate.
I
Also.
appreciate
Quinny-
that
I'm-
immensely.
I want to
Quinny
take a look at
doesn't
the
walk-
worm.
Brothel buddies.
So a 20.
Yep.
All right. You take a look around, and there doesn't seem to be any sort of forced entry from the main door. You kind of just take a look around the actual estate itself, and there doesn't seem to be any like broken locks or shattered windows. It seems that either a door was left unlocked, or they were invited in, or something like that.
Any footprints or
I might have
anything of the
known
like?
the attacker.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
like
mean,
freshly
I mean, there
cut
are
grass or something?
Plenty. there are plenty of footprints. I mean, people live and work here. Like,
But any spots that look like they would be absurdly low traffic areas that maybe even a gardener would probably just occasionally go through.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there are the occasional like there's like travel. What are they called? Like desire paths to like the shed and stuff, like the place where the gardener keeps his tools and stuff. It seems to be a few different sets or the same set over multiple times. Nothing seems outright suspicious. Nothing stands out.
So, I would like to ask Mr. William Baker a question.
Yeah. What do you need?
The other bodies, did they have organs missing?
Well, yeah. The last body, the halfling man, was cut open and his innards were replaced with like soil and fungal spores and like seeds, like herb seeds. The prostitute, I mean, her body was ripped open and bent around her spine. Like there were a lot of things to make room for that. As for the banker, we really don't have any way of knowing. The way that the golds went into a circulatory system, it pretty much made a whole piece.
In that case, has the liver been replaced with anything in this body? I'm a little bit, I have reservations about looking, personally.
Right. I guess this is part of my job then.
Just one question too. Is there any connections between the victims?
We've never
There
found
was the banker, the personal banker for the sculptor. Did they have any connections to the prostitute? Was she used as a model for the sculptor?
I think we had said before, and it was weird because they have several different clients that could all be the same person, you know?
Yeah, we discussed this last time, and it hasn't exactly helped. The only thing we know now is our previous hypothesis was that the man was perhaps a doctor, medical, due to the position, but now it's possible that he is instead of magical.
This is a person that all of them are familiar with. They know this person.
One would imagine, but we've investigated all that we could. The banker kept ledgers and he investigated all of the people in them.
May not have
Prostitute had logs of her own.
May not have actually been
unless
friend.
the evidence was removed, but none of that has really been.
What was the other one? It was the prostitute, banker. What was the other one?
Apothecary.
Or apothecary, yeah. There you go.
What do those professions have any connections to each other?
Kind of?
I mean,
loosely?
I don't think they have connections to each other, but they have a connection to the sculptor.
I mean, one we just haven't found yet. But you're right, it has to be true.
Well,
he knows too much.
We know, right, there's no forced entry. He has a lot of information about these people to be able to plan this out and sculpt it. And that glass would have taken time to make. So this is all very planned out. It's not in the spur of the moment. He is among us and watching. He knows we're investigating him for certain.
Do we believe that all these murders occurred during the night?
I mean, it's most likely. The bodies are always found usually the next day, usually early morning, with the exception of the prostitute. But that's
Well, people are missing their innards and their blood and their livers and everything like that. It's possible that these are being used for consumption. If we want to pursue that route, would
You think it's another vampire?
could be.
She have holes in the side of
Make me just make me a perception check.
Oh, but I'll look too.
I love the smile he's giving as he rolls this.
We're all.
Yep, that's what I figured.
above average.
You have advantage because he's helping you.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, you know, if we believe this is a lead, we're.
I mean, we know it's going to be lower
Below
than that.
average.
Yeah.
You don't see any holes. She has a very obviously broken neck.
Michael, wait, broken neck. That's important.
She got hung.
Because she got hung, dude.
She got hung.
Does.
Did you miss that when he was regaling us of how this one was splayed out in the rafters?
Doesn't necessarily break your neck. Being thrown off the roof would break your neck.
She could have been
Being
dropped.
hung doesn't necessarily.
The whole point of a
break your neck.
noose is to break the neck quickly so they don't suffocate over the course of several minutes. And
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally the point of hanging.
But we
Hanging
know
is
she
supposed to
must
break your
have
neck.
already been dead, though.
That's true. So, I have no idea yet, but
Of
we
blood
can still
that is-
investigate.
present at the scene. I mean, first of all, where is the blood? Where does the blood lead or come from? Is it just underneath the body?
Seems to be.
And the amount of blood that's there, you'd assume it would be mostly drained out by now. Does that seem reasonable for
Make me a medicine check.
that?
Someone should have been a doctor.
I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot of blood, all things considered. There's no trail, though.
There's no trail. So, some of this blood was either collected, or if it's a vampire, then it would have been drank on the spot. But
What would be
we
explaining
assume it's a vampire. We know there's a vampire in the city, then.
what did we learn from the vampire spawn?
that he had a master, and that was about it. And he was in great pain every time he even so much as thought about telling us the master's name.
He probably felt threatened by the master, which means they must have been nearby.
Not necessarily.
Psychic connections.
Well, and the reason I say that is because that vampire was magically hidden. And these deaths are supposedly caused by magic. Being instant death. And he also has ways of doing things that aren't feasible physically, like filling someone's veins with gold. Or creating that glass.
And managing to tie a woman to said glass, hang her up 60 feet above the ground, with no visible actual disturbance in said rafters, save for where the rope is.
Can vampires fly, Lambert?
Just stare at you, it's like you literally watched one climb a fucking wall. Would it surprise you to say that probably? They probably could.
If a undead creature, you know, like a vampire or a changeling or whatever, if they're dead, if you put silver on them, will they still react to it?
As far as you know, that
Silver doesn't work on vampires.
silver for changelings, yeah.
I put a silver coin on the body.
You also know that when a changeling dies, it reverts to its form, though.
Yeah, so obviously this.
Does Leliana know that for like cultural reasons?
I feel like we just
heard
watched
about it in the
Leon put
brothel.
a.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
you can heal a lot of
Michael.
brothels.
Oh no.
Do I know what I like? I'm assuming I don't know what I know about vampires as a character.
Yes. That's
Just
a smart
like-
assumption to make.
I wouldn't know that they can't enter a place without being invited.
You absolutely would not know that. You're correct.
No,
No,
I wouldn't
like-
be able to ask Lambert about that because I wouldn't know.
I don't even think Lambert knows about that. I mean, Lambert already rolled on vampires, and basically what he got from the bestiaries at the school was sunlight bad for him, stick to the heart usually works, running
We
water
got
works.
that new grimoire though, didn't we?
Oh, but I
We
doubt that
got
would have.
new grimoire.
Yeah, but that was a Dragon Slayer school. I doubt they'd have anything about vampires.
Well, your school was about manticores, and that wasn't necessarily about vampires either.
Maybe
No,
they
that was
have
like general
that's fine.
survival
different
skills, though.
information.
So we could have some useful information at all. Anything really. I mean, we're pretty certain it's a vampire at this point.
I mean, it's either possibly a vampire. I'm not saying it is a vampire. I mean, it kind of fits. Definitely something of a very higher level spellcaster than any of us combined are. In the very fucking least.
Is it possible to have a patron as a vampire that's not a vampire? Like, did he explicitly say if his master made him into a vampire, or did he just talk about his master?
He just talked about his master.
Okay.
We're pretty certain, though, that his master is who made him the vampire and gave him the space in the sewer.
What if his master is low?
I doubt that.
Joke's on you in 40 sessions when we fight Lilith.
Oh god.
This guy seems to have an ego.
You think?
Yes.
What if we shut a trap?
Oh.
Trap.
Okay,
That's funny, I
I'm
was thinking about
curious.
that too.
How?
We
We
copy
challenge him directly because he
Hey, what?
knows that we're
Let you speak.
we copycat.
I beg pardon?
copy that.
Not
You say.
copycat. We pretend to do the same thing that this man or individual is doing.
Yeah,
And
sure.
then he
Let me
tries to
just go
find
find
out
some
the
poor
solutions.
random lout on the street. How do you propose we copycat this exactly? I'm
No,
curious.
of course
Um,
not.
hello,
We don't
hi, I
actually
cast-
kill someone.
I cast silent image to recreate the body in the scene.
Okay.
Okay. How long does that last?
An hour?
I believe it lasts for up to 10 minutes, but there are other illusion spells that I can maintain. It doesn't need to be this big. It's
Does
this grand.
anybody-
It could be small.
Does anybody have a way to become invisible?
Nope.
No.
Am I a joke to you people?
I asked myself that.
I don't know,
every day.
Leora. Can you become invisible?
Can you?
I don't know if she admit that information.
Exactly.
Oh, Gwydion knows. I think.
Well, if we replicate something similar of different caliber in a public place, perhaps in the morning in the market, people will see, people will talk.
And this accomplishes what?
Perhaps we can make them angry.
The killer is clearly jealous of these people. If someone tries to upstage him, he might come out of hiding. Might get
Like
sloppy.
schlep.
I'm not sure.
He might
Who's after
on
us?
I'm not sure I like where this conversation's going.
I do.
Oh, I know you would, but weren't we having moral debates constantly left and right about prisoners of war, and now we're talking about this? About
about fake
If
murder?
you-
That doesn't seem like
if
a
you think
morally
about
bad
it-
thing.
Thinking about it logically, these murders seem to possibly be a personal vendetta against people.
Yes.
From
So if the
from what I can tell, there's all of these have been deliberately done to mock the people,
Right.
like to deface them somehow, to
Take the best attributes and put it in a very grotesque form of light.
I suppose.
This has to be somebody with access to a lot of wealth.
Or someone that could just create it.
What if we ask that guy that invited us to dinner, right? He's pretty wealthy. Maybe he knows of any other socialite that...
I'm still trying to convince myself it's not him. Frankly.
I mean, maybe it's him too, but maybe he knows of any socialite or whatever.
Well, I mean, I've been asking him. Pretty much. I mean, he's helping me with the whole, the eye thing. So far, I mean, he doesn't really seem to know much of anything. Elrin kind of keeps to himself there on Barron Street.
Audi, you can detect undead, right?
Yes, at a certain range.
So if we think that this could be one of the wealthiest in the city, and we speak to Elrin and he has a lot of influence, maybe he can set up meetings or dinners with these wealthy people, and we can check them off, know that they aren't the killer. Or find out that they are.
The divine sense, it allows you to know what type of undead or whatever, but not the identity. So we'll know that there's a person in the room, but we won't know who it is.
So if we know that there's a person in the room, then we know that it must be them, because we know that we aren't undead.
Well, this is operating under the assumption it's actually a vampire, which is a bit of a logical leap that we've made, to be honest.
I think it's the most logical leap to make.
We still haven't investigated the rest of the house. Not really. Aside from the outskirts of it, at least.
I feel like we're being prodded to investigate the rest of the house.
I'm a guard. It's kind of my whole job.
It's like there's a god speaking to me, and he's telling me to investigate.
Great. Great, Captain Baker.
I'm speaking to you. It's me.
What wisdom do you have to bestow upon us, great Captain Baker?
Oh, for the love of God, Liliana, come with me. We're going to go check the bedroom.
Don't really know what's going on.
Not in that way!
What are we paying taxes to these people?
You pay taxes?
Wow.
It's a serious offense. The law is a law. You should not joke about that.
Oh, well. That took a turn. Let's investigate the rest of the house.
Me and Leona take the fucking bedroom. We're gonna turn that.
It's like a case of Scooby-Doo.
Right?
Fred and Daphne always go to the bedroom.
Let's see what leads we can find from the rest of the house, and then we can discuss other plans.
The servants' quarters.
It's like not paying taxes.
Yes.
We're ignoring that.
We'll talk about tax evasion later. Right now, we got murder. You guys said something about splitting up.
Come on, gang, let's split up.
Like I said, I'm pulling Liliana with me because I need her investigation score.
I'm taking a Teoroa and Gwydion.
I think I'm gonna tag along with Lambert. I don't trust those two alone.
Oh, for God's sakes, I'll go to the brothel if I need to get my rocks off.
That makes me want to join you more.
That worries me more.
We have a job here, gentlemen and ladies. I'm sure we all have things we'd rather be doing, but it is in our best interest to prevent future murders, I'm sure. So let's investigate the rest of the matter.
Is Captain Baker our Scrappy Doo? Just a big cockblock?
Scrappy Doo was the villain.
He's the murderer.
I have not ruled him
Okay.
out my suspect, strangely enough.
I want to team up with Gwydion, and then Ateroa and Lucian are left.
Okay. Where are you guys going to investigate? I'm sorry.
The kitchen.
The kitchen. Okay. And
Sure.
Lucian, have you said where you're going?
I haven't said where I'm going. I'm writing a lot of notes. Sorry. What are my options if people aren't going to?
I mean, well, there's pretty much the whole house. We have the captain, Lambert, and Liliana going to investigate the bedrooms, whereas I think Hugh, Gwydion, and Leora are going to the kitchen.
Okay. Is there a basement?
There
I
is a
thought we
basement.
comb the area.
I would like to go there.
Comb the area together so we don't miss anything.
Okay.
I would like to go to the basement.
Gwydion votes to go everywhere with everyone. So now we suddenly have a weird, stretchy situation. We have a stretchy situation.
What else is there?
We out here stretching.
It is
Every
very
day
clear
I'm stretching.
that everyone is splitting up, Gwydion. So you're just kind of like staying there, and like they're all going their separate ways.
I'm taking Gwydion.
Fuck.
Come on, boy, let's go.
The only one going by himself is Lucian.
I'd like to ask Baker real quick. Was there a struggle at any of the murder scenes?
Nope.
Not that we can tell. The last one was just kind of placed there. He must have been kept alive in that tree for months. As for the others, no traces of pre-death violence, at least.
Got it. Okay.
That we could tell. To be fair, one of them was set on fire until their circulatory system was revealed, and the other was ripped in half and positioned around her own spine. It was quite a
Grotesque.
scene.
Gruesome. Okay.
Where are you going,
One
Gwydion?
guy. Man, that one guy's my friend. How do I find that guy?
I'm going with Q.
He roofied you.
It's fine. At least
What?
he pronounces my name correct.
Ateroa.
That's funny.
Really? Your standards got a lot lower.
Well, I know what the hell to pay for at the brothel for you now.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go down
A
order of
linguist.
operations from the most people to the least people. Q, Gwydion, and Leora, you guys go to the kitchen where some of the help, the morning shift help, are just kind of been told to wait, just in case. As you guys enter the room, they look at the growing number of people investigating this murder. Yes. Is there any way that we can help you?
I need all of you to line up right now.
Oh my.
Yes. Of course. They all lean up against the wall.
Now we
Gosh.
are all powerful brain wizards, and if you lie to us, we can smell them.
What?
No.
This
I
is the
I
head
pretend
wizard
to-
of the cranium, and I point to Gwydion.
What the fuck was any
I
of that?
pretend to
roll
make
me a
motions that
deception check.
look like- Oh, this because I'm pretending to make
I'm
motions
so
that make it
on
look like
board
I'm
for
trying.
this.
Is that
You
does that
roll
help?
a-
Is your friend okay?
That's a 2.
Does that not help?
What? That's a 2.
And now that we've told you our intentions, firstly, we'd like each of you to raise your hand if you've stolen from this estate.
Wow.
No,
Leora
one,
starts-
no one raises their hand.
Insight check.
All right.
Is Ateroa helping me with my insight check?
I don't think you want him to.
Can
This-
I roll with advantage? That's what I'm asking.
Probably not.
Yeah, you,
If
you can inspire
he was
yourself.
I mean,
helping,
if somebody is like trembling, oh.
What is wrong with me today?
they all seem to be generally honest. Do you get the feeling that they're all just kind of
Scared?
freaked out because 3 odd men just came
smell no
into
lies.
well, 2 odd men and an otter woman,
Woman.
walked into the room and started demanding things of them.
I'm gonna look at Gwydion. Captain, wizard, do you sense any
both.
lies?
Captain Wizard.
Captain Wizard.
Captain Wizard.
Do I sense any lies? Well, let me just have a peer into their brains. Hold on. I'm going to cast Silent Image. And
Okay.
I'm going to make the image of surrounding them a bunch of sparkles and stuff. It looks like a weird spell is happening around them. I do
Okay.
that. I mutter random nonsense incantations, and I say, "There we go. That should help. I've cast a spell that makes it so they can only tell the truth. If they do lie, they will be subject to great discomfort."
Make me a deception check.
If only we had Zone of Truth.
I don't have it yet.
Deception, you say? Do I have?
I do say that. Did I say it? Well, yeah. You
I'm
did
about
some
saying-
magic.
Oh, not that he needed it, son of a bitch. Why is our wizard the better liar than our bard?
The little guy raises up his hand immediately. The other two look at him like,
Never tell
So
the
make
odds.
sure you tell the truth.
about
I hate to be
5%.
responsible. I hate for you to be. I hate to be responsible for any of you passing out from the pain. So make sure you tell the truth, please.
Yeah, yes. I've stolen, but I didn't kill her.
Oh, okay.
We're
Not
saving that
so
question for
you're
last.
also- Alright.
Now, the question that we would like to ask you, now that you cannot tell lies, is what you know that could have led to this. We'll start with you on the left.
It's just a small maid. I don't know much of anything. I mean, the only odd thing that's been happening around here recently is there was a maid that disappeared, about a week ago.
And what was her name?
Let me check my notes. Megan. Megan LaCroix?
That has a name.
Is she a country singer?
No. It
And
it
why
sounds
did
like
Megan
a
leave?
Chanta name. Well, it's not so much that she left. She just kind of disappeared one day. We assumed that she had found some wealthy man to go and live with.
What is the name of this man?
Well, I mean, I don't know. We kind of just speculated. She just kind of disappeared one day. So we had obviously hoped for the best.
Can you describe this woman for us?
Dark skin, half elf woman. She keeps her hair short. Red eyes, just the reddest eyes.
I'd blink at her.
Redder.
Right.
Oh.
Is she describing the woman that we found before?
Oh,
No.
you mean the hooker?
Okay.
No, she is not.
Also,
Okay.
we've been gone longer than that, haven't we?
Yeah.
You've got
Yeah, probably.
just weeks upon weeks.
Okay. So, does she have family in the area?
Not that we know of. A lot of us that work here live on the estate, so we don't get many visitors.
How about friends?
Well, with the maid staff, sure. I would consider her a friend.
Now, you assumed that she had ran off with a man. Has she talked about it?
No, and we just thought it was the only reason that she wouldn't just, be here one day,
Right, speculation. The woman, you're fine.
Just rumors.
Next to you, what do you think has caused this murder?
I don't know. It definitely wasn't me, though.
Why?
Well, I mean, I thought that you. I thought that you suspected some sort of thief killed her. I
Is this
just
the one that stole things?
yeah.
Okay.
I just took some gold off of a chair. It didn't seem like anyone was gonna miss it. I didn't mean to cause any problems.
Was gold lying around on chairs common in this estate?
Just the occasional odd change would fall out of people's pockets when they sat. It was harmless thought.
And what was your job here?
I'm just a butler, sir.
Wait, this is a woman?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, what kind of butler is a woman?
I'm trying to confuse. Like, why'd you think it was a woman if it was a butler? What?
It was a light voice, that's why.
And I have a light voice.
You have a normal voice.
I disagree.
Normal, sexy
Correct.
voice.
Oh, thank you.
Very powerful.
Voice.
Give me that inspiration.
A butler, you say. So you would have greeted any guests to arrive to this estate.
Yeah, I would.
Yesterday, who came to this building?
Not much of anyone, really. There were a few business arrangements earlier in the morning. Just, some of the, there were, some merchants that are on our payroll, on her payroll, my apologies. I had let them in to, make some business dealings, but that was hours before 9 in the morning, something like that.
When Megan went missing, who came that day?
Well, the same people as usual. Normal business dealings. Milady was very displeased by Megan's absence. Just a normal merchant folk.
Just continue staring.
I swear, you said it yourself. I can't lie right now.
It's true.
I smell only truth from this one. He speaks the
That's-
true truth.
That's weird.
He speaks the truth. I'm so happy I'm not in this room with you idiots.
Gwydion, Leora, do you have further questions?
Excuse me, that is Captain Wizard to you? Refer to him by his title.
Captain
I
fucking
apologize.
Which title? What?
Captain Wizard.
These initiates.
It is I, Gwydion Kian Elozin, Captain Blue Eyes, Captain Wizard, King of Phoenixes, or what not, who cares?
I give him a little bow.
Why is this a thing?
I bow by sticking my
Anyways.
arm out and putting the tip of my head on it.
Thank you, thank you.
God damn it.
I do not have any further questions. If you wish, I can lift the spell. And
I have one further, Captain Wizard, if I may.
very well, very well. It does take a lot out of me to cast, so let's make the best use of it that we can.
Captain Wizard Big Brain.
Now, if you wanted to discreetly leave this building, how would you do it?
There's an entrance in the kitchen for the help, but other than that, there's really only the back door, main door. As far as we're aware, there is no sort of like secret entrance to the building.
Well, ma'am, you've been most helpful, and I'm sorry for the disappearance of your friend. Sir Butler, we will be bringing you with the guard before we're done here.
I'm sure you'll only get to light symptoms after all. I'm sure he's actually really just too busy to deal with petty thievery. Maybe just a slap on the wrist and whatnot. In the meantime, hold on. There are no further questions. Gwydion will cast Silent Image again to create the same image he did before, but in reversed.
I love it.
I hate this is working.
The butler has like the biggest sigh of relief. Oh,
I love it so much.
Thank you, kind sir.
Oh, no need for thanks. I'm simply doing my job and...
And you're doing a
Oh,
fantastic
anyways.
job of it, sir.
Oh, thank you. You humbled me, really.
Right, and where did
He's gonna
William
back
go?
up.
Butler, you have a meeting with him.
Of course. I mean, you probably can just give him to any sort of guard as you're
And
leaving. Cutting over while this is happening, Lambert and Liliana, you go to the bedroom with William Baker, and not in a fun way, and he's made sure of that.
Alright. Liliana, stop pulling out every drawer. Look for something that doesn't look, I don't know, fucking feminine or womanly. I'm gonna flip the bed over. And that's basically my cue for whoever the two of us had the higher investigation check, roll with advantage, as we literally basically turn the room upside down.
Kinky.
Not
Go
that
for it.
way! Liliana, what is your investigation? Is it more than +4?
My investigation is +7.
Roll with advantage, you're rolling. As we literally tear the room apart. With our good captain on looking to make sure we're not trying to bone, because apparently that's just the thing now.
Brothel buddies.
Stop saying that. That's not a thing.
I think they would make a good couple, a changeling and a monster hunter.
How about no, you freaky Dutch bastard?
You investigate the room, lifting up the bed, going through drawers. You find a few things that I won't mention. One thing that is important. Your husband's been dead for a decade. Come on.
I
A Woody
figured.
or a Buzzy?
So
Magic. So both.
Come on. As you pull open one drawer,
Made it
you
one.
can find
That's web.
Oh my god. I hate you all.
you find it's in the top drawer, a tooth.
A tooth?
A tooth?
A tooth.
Baby tooth?
A little
two.
bit of dried blood around it.
Tooth.
Was one of the bodies missing a tooth?
No, you're aware of.
We didn't check the mouth.
We ask William Baker that question of missing teeth in victims.
No. This is a new one. The blood here seems to have dried. Well, it's doesn't look like it's from the victim, at least.
Wait, is it what kind of tooth?
Yeah, I was about to say, is it a
regular,
sharpened
flat tooth
canine?
or more of a canine fang tooth?
Molar.
Okay, it's molar. Oh,
Molar?
really?
Oh, molar.
Yeah, molar. Back tooth.
That's a more. It's like more of what? More tooth?
More tooth. That's gonna be my orc's name now. More tooth. That's weird. Keepsake from a ex-husband.
Baby teeth?
No, this is an adult tooth. Look at it.
Is it?
I suppose we should.
Is
Sorry.
it? I'm about to say, is it the whole tooth, like with the bottom ends and all, or is it like broken off?
Would it be
Maybe
down or would it be
a medicine
up?
check.
Do I need a medicine check to know about teeth? Apparently. Let me check. Not my strong suit. Let's see what I roll though. 16. I mean, I've yanked out a couple from monsters, so similar.
You notice, I mean, it seems to be at least most of a tooth. There's a small crack in the top half, where it like connects to the jaw. Or you know you don't really know if it's a top or bottom molar, but like where it connects to the gums, there's a small chip, and it looks like there's a little bit of like an indentation in the bottom of it, like something had forced it like to like little tiny little cracks, as if
It was forcibly
It was
removed, like with a pair of pliers or
forcibly
something.
removed. Yeah. You know that, I mean, you've had that happen to a few teeth that you've gathered.
And I know the answer is probably going to be no, just in case. I just took the tooth. I didn't like yank it out of the drawer. Like it's not a dormant mimic that I just
Just perform dentistry on a sleeping mimic. That'd be frightening as hell.
That would be.
Yeah, this tooth was removed by force with a tool. That's...
I am confused as to how it relates to the crime, but
Or by
It
something else.
might not. It might be...
it might not.
Who knows?
A red herring, as they say.
I think it's something weird. Definitely give it that.
I like how Tyler stays in character even though he's not in the room.
I know, right?
Yes. No, I'm always in character. I'm here. I'm wherever they are. You know, I'm omnipresent. But
Oh god, our captain is omnipresent.
That's what you get for being a Captain Wizard, omnipresence, and mind-reading ability.
indeed, indeed.
Sorry, did you guys want to do anything else in the bedrooms?
No! Dennis, stop
Okay.
smiling. No! If we don't find anything else from the investigation, nope, I saw your smile.
Okay.
I told you the rest of the world.
It's okay.
So,
Nothing else in the bedrooms. Understood. Lucian. You get downstairs.
Basement.
Yeah. It is not so much a basement as much as it is. Well, it is a basement, but like there's a little shrine to the lady down there. It's not a very large room. A simple altar with a statuette of the lady upon it. Candles all on the altar. All look like they've been recently lit. Huh? No, they're all out right now.
They're all out right now. Okay. This little altar, it hasn't been defaced in any way.
Make me an investigation check.
Investigation. 15.
No. It looks like the altar is pretty well kept. No dust on it. Looks like it's been cleaned every day. It looks like it's what you would expect from a wealthy woman who keeps a shrine. You would expect.
What's in this room? Are there windows? Are there cupboards? Is there anything?
There is just the shrine and a few like chairs and stuff to sit in.
Okay.
Like the long like pew like benches basically.
Right. How long ago these candles were lit?
I mean, it's hard to tell, but there are there is like dripping, like there's dried wax that had obviously dripped from the top of them.
Right. Okay.
And each candle is like a different length, but like some are definitely been used more than others, basically, or like just been replaced earlier. It's one of those sorts of things.
But there doesn't appear to be any way somebody could have come in through the basement.
Make me another investigation check.
14.
No. Not that you can tell.
Okay. I would like to just run my hands across the walls and see if there is any. I'm checking specifically for a false wall or an illusion.
Okay, make me a perception check. Not that you can. I mean, from what you're kind of doing, well, yeah, all right. You feel a small notched area in the side wall, opposite the stairs. Almost like a section opens up.
Okay. There's a little statuette of the lady, right?
Yeah.
Is it like bolted down, or is it just?
It does seem to be.
So if I try to pull it like a lever.
It pulls like a lever and the door opens up. I think it's pretty safe to say that at this point, everyone else hears Lucian calling out, "You're gonna want to see this."
I swear we weren't fucking in the bedroom. Oh, right. Oh, sorry, I'm used to that by now. We're coming.
Right,
Wow, that blew my mind.
Did it?
I'm just making fun of him.
I can't see.
We tried glasses.
Well, I hope you get better.
Michael
right.
doesn't wear his glasses.
Yeah, you're right. So when the statuette is pulled, the section of wall opens up, revealing behind it a rather grisly room. There are 2 iron cages on the far end, a stretching rack against the wall, a sturdy-looking wooden chair in the center with with leather straps, all of which are stained a deep red color, racks of various tools, cutting implements, bludgeons, and all sorts of other strange devices. There's no 2 ways about it. This is a torture room.
Holy shit, this one was kinky as fuck.
Additionally, inside the cage on the right is a filth-covered woman, half-elf, dark skin, short hair, wearing tattered maid apparel.
With black eye or red
With
eyes.
all
Red
here, or
eyes,
is this just
dark
this
skin.
The reddest eyes.
Everyone's here.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, well, Gwydion has something to say when we walk in. If I would.
You walk in and you begin saying something, and none of you hear it.
Wait, how do we find this room?
What?
Damn.
I'm going to also walk into the room, and now I hear it.
Yeah, you
Gwydion
hear him
steps
talking
out
when
of
you're
the
in
room.
I'm
Gwydion
walking.
steps out of the room so that if I step out of the room, can they hear me, or does it actually like block all
It's
noise?
sound deafening.
It seems that there's some sort of magic in the room that is making noise incapable of leaving it.
How do
You
we
can,
find
you
it?
can speak inside of it and hear each other. You can speak outside of it and hear each other. But
Okay.
Not one word.
you can
Is she alive?
be inside and hear outside. It's just inside you.
Yep.
You can't hear what's going on inside from the outside.
We understand
What
that
has-
works.
Alive?
What?
The maid seems to the ragged maid seems to be sleeping,
Alive.
and she is breathing.
Gwydion has something to, once again to say once everyone can actually hear him. That took me back for a second. Gwydion just kind of walks in and sees the scene and just kind of yells out, hypocrisy. That's what it is. I believe he's pointing out people who are hiding dirty secrets, presenting themselves in one way, such as an angel, but actually being quite the opposite. And they pay the price for it.
Yeah, that seems likely.
I think
This
we
is
might have
one
to do
hell of a
some
way to be a vigilante.
investigating with these.
At this point,
dangerous.
like
I'm going to run to the maid and make sure she's okay.
She's
she,
alive.
like,
Yeah.
as
she's
the
good.
talking's been happening, she kind of opens her eyes, sees you all. Please, you have to help me.
So I'm going
now.
to kneel down in front of her, and in Shanta, I'm going to tell her it's okay, you're safe now.
Thank you. She replies in Chanta.
Did William Baker, did he come with us?
Yeah, he's in the room.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna ask him, like, hey, you know, we need to get her out of here and somewhere she can go.
Yeah, I agree. We should probably ask her about this, though.
Yeah. I'm gonna pump her
I-
full of healing, and I'm going to ask her.
He's fit for
some-
something right now.
Some cracks in her lips start to heal up whenever you do that. You do notice there is dried blood around her mouth.
He missing a tooth.
Looks like it.
Just yank open her mouth.
Oh boy.
It appears that you're missing one of your molars.
Oh, funny about that.
Normally, I would.
We happened to
Just-
find
you
it.
Shoved the whole head inside to look.
It's okay, you're safe now.
Normally, I would agree that we should ask questions, but I feel that right now she is not in a state to answer our questions.
We're asking these
Fair.
fucking questions right now.
Can you ask her if it was Miss Russo who did this to her, just to make sure?
I think,
I speak common, you bigot.
I'm speaking common.
I know. You said, can you
Oh.
ask her?
Oh, I mean,
I was just speaking our native language because it's more calming.
well, you're better at. Well, you're the one comforting her.
We ask her who did this to her.
Well, Madame Russo did.
Right. Yes,
Yeah.
well, just, never be too careful. Let's get her unbound.
Why?
Well, I was cleaning the shrine late one night, and when I was dusting the statuette, I slipped and fell over on it, and I saw the room. I was gonna shut the door and pretend I didn't see anything, but Madame Russo caught me and locked me in here.
Has it been just you, or were there others?
Just me for the last while, at least. Well, last night, Madame Russo came into the room, and she was getting ready to do something to me. But someone came in. She looked like Madame Russo. She was dressed in Madame Russo's clothes, and she just snuck up from behind her, and she snapped her neck and dragged her off.
The killing blow was the snapped neck.
And she
It
left
wasn't
you
from
alive?
the noose. It was from the killing blow.
And
She-
the perpetrator was a changeling.
She looked at me, but she cut her open, and at this point you're like looking at like the blood-stained floor, and you're like,
Oh, this is where they took
I
the
guess-
liver.
This is where the murder happened.
I mean, there's a lot of blood, and some of it's fresher than others.
Yeah.
Speak to you at all?
No, didn't say a word. Just
So these murders all occurred elsewhere.
I pull out a silver piece and I put it under her exposed flesh.
what are you doing?
Does it burn?
No.
Okay, I want to make sure it wasn't her. Just a
Gwynion's gonna take
precaution.
out a dagger and cut the ropes that are binding her, set her free.
She's not tied to ropes. She
No?
is she's in an iron cage, a locked iron
Oh,
cage.
well, that's
I have a crowbar.
the worst.
I think I have a crowbar.
Can't do anything about that.
Don't
Okay.
we have a rogue?
Yeah, I keep asking that, but she never wants to pick locks.
We have a rogue who doesn't know how to pick a lock.
Hey, I can pick a lock.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
Some locks are
Matthew.
just harder than others.
Okay, you know what? You get one chance to break that lock, and if you don't get it, I
Meanwhile-
will.
Matthew
Hard to get the
bought locks
crowbar out.
for fun.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I already got the crowbar out. I'm just tapping against my palm. Well, I'm waiting. Pick the lock, rogue.
Strangely enough, you are incapable of picking this lock.
I swear, it's not me. It's not me. These locks are complicated.
Is that what you say to
With
all
the
the men going
crowbar,
to the
that
army?
is... Ooh, only 18. Youch.
That's enough to crack the lock off.
Let's watch her sigh, slunk her shoulders. Let's jam the thing in there, yank it real quick. See, now this is a lockpick. It works almost all the time. Fuck finesse, brute force works. Okay, well, that's a whole slew of information that's fantastically handy.
Now you say it looked like Madame Russo.
Changeling.
Yes, wearing the exact same clothes and everything. This is definitely magic.
It's either a changeling
Something.
or someone skilled in illusions.
Sounds like a changeling.
My bet would be on the former.
Well, that does make things complicated, doesn't it?
Yes, because it sounds like the Inquisitors were correct.
Yeah, at least for one.
We still don't know that's a changeling just yet. I mean, I've run into plenty of people who can do something similar.
Are any of them alive? Could they be one of the suspects?
Fortunately, we have them behind bars already.
Oh, therefore innocent.
Have you checked?
I'm sure there's plenty. What do you mean unchecked?
Maybe they escaped.
Believe me, I would know if anyone escaped the prisons here.
I'm sure that's what they all say in
Renegade
Arkham
runs up to
Asylum.
him.
The
Dig-
important thing is that now we have a lead.
That's about as far-fetched as all the other ones. I mean, okay, fantastic. It may or may not be a changeling, and if not, it may or may not be someone schooled in illusion magic. Okay, that could literally be anyone we pass on the street is the problem.
Both of those things have something in common. They're extremely rare.
Does Miss Russo have an evil twin sister, perhaps?
That
Okay,
Not that
that
we're
is the most
aware of.
far-fetched thing I've heard so far.
You never know. Anyways, I
You know
guess
what?
We have a suspect.
This...
Not a
we don't
means to
have a
catch them.
suspect. We
This-
have no suspect.
No, but this gives us something we didn't have before. We have a survivor that witnessed the murder, number one, a witness to it. So now I'm curious. Girl, did your ever so horrible, may she not rest in peace and burn in the nine hells, was she ever given anything or perhaps complained about something odd within the following couple of days? A mark, perhaps, or an item gifted to her by a stranger?
Not that I'm aware of. She was always busy with other things when she was in here with me.
Do you by any chance know if she knows of the other victims? You know, the banker, the apothecary, the prostitute. Have you ever seen her interacting with any of those people?
I don't know what other victims you're talking about.
Does she have a banker?
I mean, I'm sure she does. She's wealthy.
Does she
I'm
buy potions and hookers?
Okay.
I don't know.
I think what you want,
I'm going-
Liliana, is an accountant at this point, not a maid.
So I'm gonna put a hand on her shoulder, and in Shanta, I'm going to say, please forgive my companions. They aren't exactly the most compassionate of people.
I am perfectly compassionate.
I'm gonna say to Lucy.
You can't
we
understand what I'm saying.
I speak Shanta! I speak Shanta, motherfucker! I say
Shut up.
Fuck you, Lucia!
Go,
You're not the
go.
only one that speaks the random language.
I'm gonna say to Lucian in common, we can understand your language, bigot.
You can? I can't understand a goddamn thing they're saying.
Some weird talks.
I speak a lot of languages.
Liliana speaks common, and everyone else should speak common.
Wow.
Okay, I know 5 languages.
It's not how you type it, but okay.
That is.
Yeah, I
It
know 5
is?
languages
But you
too.
put
It's
an apostrophe in mine. What the fuck? Whatever. I'll just change it back. Who cares?
you.
Yeah, okay. There's an
have it
apostrophe.
written-
I was right.
You have it written like this, and it sucks.
Didn't have. I had an apostrophe. I have an apostrophe.
You still spell it wrong. He is more correct than you.
He's not because he's missing an apostrophe.
I don't know what you're talking about. In any case, thank you, by the way.
Awesome.
Not you, him.
You're welcome.
You're
You-
welcome.
Shut up.
God damn, what
Shut
is
up,
this?
In any case, any further questioning?
I got nothing for the girl. Anyone?
No, it seems like we need to question
Everyone else again?
everyone else about when the
Or when did she go to the basement?
No, it's
No.
so we know there's somebody in the house that day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we know that there were
I
essentially two of the murdered ladies wandering around.
Right. I see what you mean.
Where did one of them come from? Was it those guests that were invited, or did the murdered lady, quote quote, come back at some point while she was already
Right.
there? Like, where's the incongruence?
Yeah. that's
Well,
true.
if they are
Right.
changeling,
So
can't changelings change themselves at like any time. So this person could have came in as like a dinner guest change themselves into the woman of the house.
Yeah,
then she
but
change it back.
so could
Right, I
anyone
think
with.
that's what he's getting at.
I mean, so could anyone else with, like this guy's self enough spell slots. I mean, fuck, my goblin used to do it all the time for being a prick. Especially when he's running away from someone.
If only we had a changeling that we could ask.
Yeah, right.
If only.
Liliana.
I like how
I
everyone's
think the
suspicious.
Why
idea
do you
that
think I am a changeling?
I don't
I'm
know.
You're the
holding
sketchiest.
silver,
In your
I think
cleavage,
that
we
whole
know.
I want to go out.
not in my cleavage. Stop looking.
That's where it is
I
in my
wanna go
mind
back
and
up.
forever where
Wearing
it's gonna
very
stay.
specifically things to be more modest than what you had been wearing.
That's true. It's almost like it was designed that way.
Yes.
The servants again.
Right? Like, grill them to see if we can find the incongruency, and then I still think a trap. We set somebody up. Somebody, like, pie us, and then spread rumors about them having something bad.
Right. That's like the long game for sure. Because we'd have to play it so that they don't think it's being leaked, but it's just kind of. It'd be hard.
That's, yeah.
But yeah, I want to go
We
back
do
up and
that.
ask the servants questions.
This time, the whole lot of you are thrust into this room. The servants, as you guys enter, like the guy in the middle is just like, "Oh, not again."
No,
Not again.
please
What the hell did
stay
you all
calm.
do to
You're
these
not
poor
being
people?
accused of anything here. I
Okay.
need to know if you let Mrs. Rousseau back in at any point during the night.
Let her in. She is more than capable of.
Did she come in at any point in the night?
At this point, the maid on the right. Well, yes. When I saw her yesterday, well, apparently I was the last one who saw her. About 8 o'clock yesterday evening, she came in from the outside, and I thought it was odd, but she immediately went downstairs, and we all know not to bother her when she is at the altar.
Whoa.
Which direction did she come in from? Like which
Well,
door?
the main door.
The main door. Stairs. And did anything seem off about her except for the fact that she went immediately downstairs? Yeah,
Well,
you-
she usually doesn't enter from the outside. I made comment of it, and she
She ignored you.
well, she didn't ignore me as much as she just sort of waved at me, but she didn't speak a word. No.
A changeling can't change their voice. Only change their appearance.
I don't know that Inerrata character, so I don't.
Do you know? Out of character?
That'd be kind of shit.
Um,
I thought they can change their voice and appearance.
yeah, that's what I thought too.
Liliana,
change-
you
if
would
a woman-
you would know that they would be able to change their voice.
Oh, yeah?
Why would she
I
know
know
that?
that
Because
What
of,
the
like,
fuck are you?
cultural and like genetic reasons.
That's
I
course.
learned about this in a brothel.
Oh yeah, of course.
I'm going to the wrong damn brothel, apparently.
Yeah.
But I'm going to the same brothel that she is.
I should go to the same
For
brothel.
now.
You know, I found you at the same brothel. What the fuck? Am I the only
I'm
one
not.
going to the brothel for the reason it's a brothel?
Maybe I
Are
should
you-
go.
Yeah.
Dude, what package
you
are
are.
you buying?
Are you sure that was me too? Or someone else?
I don't know anymore. Bro, I know you're all changelings now. Jesus, I'm so confused.
That'd be really funny
So
if
we
like
have a
3 or 4
timeline
of
of
us were
events now.
changelings.
No.
What an
I'm not
evil
the
mastermind of a DM to like set all of his players to play changelings and then have them all
I
accuse
would
each
never
other.
do that.
That would be fucking
Uh-oh.
amazing.
And I'm the
Yeah,
only
they
one
would.
not let in on the
Except for
joke.
me.
What if Kyle's the only one who's not a changeling?
Because I'm the fucking YouTuber. God, that would make too much sense, and I hate
He's
you
the
all.
Inquisitor, but that's why he's not the changeling.
Oh, that'd be so good.
We know you're the Inquisitor for
I
your
want
V
it.
armor.
I hate all of you.
I want.
I have a
You
question
may
for.
know something. Your
When-
characters
when
don't
those-
know anything.
Yeah.
I hate you all.
Michael,
Yeah.
can we make new characters that are all changelings?
I
Sure.
hate you all. Anyway, I have a
I'd like to
question
ask
for the
the
staff.
servant- Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm about to say, let me get this out for once. I don't remember my damn question now because now all I can only think about is changelings because of all of you. Right. I'm gonna ask them, do they know why their mistress doesn't want to be disturbed when she goes to pray at the altar?
Oh, definitely not. There's no way.
She's very devout. She just doesn't want to be interrupted when she's saying her prayers.
I don't
Right.
feel they need to.
Okay, is someone gonna shut Lambert up before he gives it out?
Yeah, I'm like directly like, hey, Lambert, they don't need to know that.
I stopped reaching
That's
for the
not
tooth. Boy, was I gonna drop it in on him.
Oh,
So, okay.
bad choice words.
Shut up, Nathan.
I'd like to ask the servants, did any of the merchants earlier, did they happen to go into the basement at any point?
Ugh.
No. They went straight upstairs to the meeting chambers.
Okay. Being chambers and then left immediately. There was no time in
Yes,
between.
they were. The guy in the middle pipes up. Yes, I had taken them out myself. I had showed them out.
Time that they could have been unaccounted for, which means they are off the hook. They're not suspicious. I feel that that's correct.
I ruled no one out. At this point.
Yeah, I mean, if she came in through the main door, we're not gonna have attacks or anything.
We need to ask people outside of this or outside of this house if they had seen her around 8 p.m. that night.
Yeah.
Who the hell
I
would
mean,
be around
follow
at 8 p.m.?
breadcrumbs.
I mean, maybe a guard on patrol.
Be a lot of work.
Yeah.
A guard, a business owner. Lots of businesses stay open late. A city doesn't just die at night. There's still things going on.
This particular area is highly residential, like where you're at right now.
Well, then it does die at night. Okay.
Yep.
Maybe we task our guard friend to this.
Who
Seems
has
like busy.
manpower?
Yeah, I'll have to re-question a lot of the people I've already interrogated, but I'll yeah, no, that's the first time that's happened. I'll see what I can find. I'll let you guys in. Having you around's been a big help. I don't know if I would have found that that room without you guys. I'll let you know how things go. Hopefully, we'll catch this guy before he does anything else.
Maybe
No.
we should be the ones getting paid taxes.
Mr. Baker, isn't there a bounty on these sort of things?
Well, yeah. I wasn't going to bring it up until a little bit later. But here, I managed to get this for you. He hands you over 60 gold pieces.
6.
You too.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, if that's gonna be all, the rest of this is probably just gonna be boring, a lot of questioning and stuff. I'll let you guys know if anything happens. I don't want to take anything more out of your day.
Of course.
Right.
Can I want to give the maid some gold.
Aren't you broke?
I mean, she's being taken outside and like covered by some blankets by the guard, and as you're passing, she goes over to you guys again. Thank you all for saving me. I don't know what would have happened if no one had came looking. Thank you so much.
What was your name, miss?
Megan. Megan LaCroix.
I hope life finds you well, Megan.
Here, Megan, for
Yes,
everything
thank
that's happened to you, and I give her 40 gold pieces.
Oh my god.
Just a straight 4-0.
Why do you have gold?
Thank you. Thank you. You guys kind of walk away. After you guys leave the estate proper, Will Baker's escorting you there, and he just kind of stops at the gates and just listen. Thank y'all for showing up. I'm glad we did this. Got a lot more out of it than I normally do. If you guys are still available, if this happens again, I'd like to call you in again if that's all right.
I don't like having to wait for that. I don't like having to wait for the killer to slip up. I wish we could just catch him, but
believe me, I agree. Still, I mean, I'll let you know if anything else pops up, at least. But I mean, we'll see. This guy is remarkably careful. I mean, he managed to put a body full of gold in a public place and set it on fire without getting caught. Whoever they are, they know what they're doing. I suppose I've just been getting a little pessimistic recently.
I think this is a big turning point, personally. Now at least we have some idea what we're looking for.
At least some idea. Well, I got some more people to question. I'll send for you if I need you. Thanks for coming by. I mean, starts heading back into the estate proper.
Right, function on the path. That was exciting. Anything else?
That's a good question. Anything else?
I mean, I could always go back to the fighting pits again.
Oh, that's true.
We're kind of in a spot where we could go to another island.
Yeah, we've got time between now and then, and we were taking a week off for downtime, weren't we?
Yeah, there are about 5 more days.
Ah, shit.
Now you don't have to take 5 more days.
You think that girl wanted a tooth back?
Nah.
Don't.
It just suddenly occurred to me Lambert still has it.
Michael, are they out of sight? Are they out of sight?
Yes.
Lambert, how are you still alive right now?
Probably because I can survive in the wild far better than most of you. Why?
Right, so you've stayed in the wild your whole life. Got it.
Not my whole life. I've had some social interaction. Granted, it was with the same 6 or so people for the majority of my life.
Must get lonely. But having a close family.
No, because every time I got close to one of them, they died.
Ooh, dark. Well, anyways, I'm gonna call it a night.
I was eaten by goblins. That was horrifying.
Goblin Slayer?
No, we were kids at the point. Wasn't much slaying, more so hiding and running.
Goblin Slayer.
I said
right,
they
so
ate
I've
them,
done
didn't do
enough
anything
thinking.
else.
I want to go beat the shit out of someone in the fighting.
I kind of want to join him on this because I'm annoyed now.
done more than enough thinking for the night.
Okay.
Fuck thinking. Let's do mindless violence. That sounds like
Now
fun.
here's a question, Lucian. How does this
Yep.
murder have anything to do with that island?
See, and I was thinking about this because this person who is committing these murders
course
are
you were.
clearly very well thought out.
It's my
So
mute button.
therefore,
Right?
How do I make someone
obviously,
lose levels?
there's some sort of knowledge that they have, and they can predict the future in some way to know when is the best time to strike. Therefore, they know
In
about
any
the power
case,
and how to predict. It's obvious.
While he's doing conspiracy theories, Lambert,
Yes. Yes.
Excuse me.
well, you're rambling.
Boy, howdy.
If you intend on doing some things in the fighting pits, how about you roll me an athletics, acrobatics, and constitution check, one of which may be replaced for an attack roll.
Okay. Athletics. Sad. Screw it. Acrobatics and just flat constitution check. Meh. I don't do too well.
Unfortunately, you do lose. But, yeah. Basically, the rest of the week that you end up fighting, you don't really get any luck. And that's unfortunate. Lucian, how about you?
That's sad. My
Sorry, me
lowest...
now?
Yeah. God, my lowest thing was my highest roll. That's shite.
I mean, you failed on all 3 DCs because they're randomly rolled.
My 21 lost? God damn.
Yeah,
That
It
sucks.
happens.
this is a complex system. So Lucian, I mean, you know the drill: athletics, acrobatics,
I do know the drill.
constitution.
Yep. So there's
Attack
my
roll.
athletics. Here comes my acrobatics, which is an attack roll, which is a 19, not a crit, and then my
Yep.
constitution, which is a 23.
Something's broken. Something has to be broken.
Why, did he lose?
I lost all 3 of those checks again. This is like the 3rd time in a row where I've rolled really well, but just
Sorry,
lost. them.
I didn't hit a button.
Okay.
Yeah. So cool. All right, yeah. Over the course of the week, you managed to accrue 50 gold pieces,
It's pretty good.
and your name kind of gets out there a little bit more, which is nice.
What's Gorthak doing? Is he all right after that massive concussion?
You don't see him around. And you ask Torvier. He just kind of looks a little bit saddened by it a little bit. He's still out. I go in and check on him when I can. He's starting to come to. He can kind of feed himself a little bit, but mostly liquids.
Good God.
Hopefully he recovers.
Yeah, he that Minotaur did a number on him. That's for sure.
I'll get that bastard for that.
Yeah, I wish I could too.
Yeah, well, you've got. I don't have anything holding me down.
I guess. Give him one for me if you catch up to him.
I'll give him this right for you.
Well, judging how you were fighting today, I mean, you might just stand a chance against him, despite how you've been doing the last couple weeks.
Well, unlucky. Today really I feel like I'm back into it.
Well, I need to stop taking these off. Yeah, well, it's not seeing you around. I got a few drinks to pour. So, over the course of the rest of the week, I mean, there's 5 more days. Does anyone have anything big, like anything else big that they wanted to do? I know that Leora does. I'm thinking because it's going to be another secret thing, I'm just going to do that after the session if you're available. Just like 10 minutes or so after we end it. Just so that we don't stop the rest of it if we don't have to. Anyone else have anything big they want to do?
I get it.
Okay.
Something really. Oh, hold on. Did someone say something and I can't hear them?
I'm pretty sure that I said something because I didn't hear anything.
Okay. I would
Um,
like to get all the information about the murder scenes that I can, or investigate them. Not necessarily in session because that's not.
Yeah, I mean, you just kind of look into it in your downtime, become more familiar with it. That's easy enough. Go ahead and make me a just make me an intelligence check. Probably, make it a history check if you're proficient. All right,
20.
it doesn't matter. Yeah, you become relatively familiar, and you find some of the details, and you pour over it. If there's anything in particular that I'll let you know if anything if you know anything in particular. Now, 2 days after the investigation was taking place, now the 44th, if I'm not mistaken, as you are going down for breakfast, you see a group of guards at the open door. You're gonna want to see this one.
Oh God.
Looks like our killer sent you a message.
Oh, joy.
When you look out the door of the
Oh,
guild
yeah.
hall, you find a ragged-looking man, or rather, half of a man, bisected at the waist, and the bottom half replaced with the tail of a giant fish. The fish tail is sewn on delicately, very fine work. The man is hung by the tail with hooks embedded into his mouth. Everything points to this being the work of the sculptor, right down to the fact that there were no witnesses. Looks like he left him here last night while everyone was sleeping.
Kinky.
Well,
Can this city get some goddamn night guards?
Fucking right.
I don't think we're going to be going sailing anytime soon.
Is this anyone relevant or just?
I don't recognize them from it.
I'm asking Baker if they have like a position, like a job, or what's. Are they related to the guild?
Who be the dude?
We just got here a moment ago. We only got called whenever Bertrand over there opened the door to, unlock it and all. From best we can tell, human man, mid-30s. That's all we have for right now, but we haven't really done much of anything. Before we investigate too much, I still haven't taken a good look myself. Here, just let me. Yeah. He kind of just like holds his up and just the same purple light spreads across his irises. Nothing we didn't know on that end. This is definitely a message for you all. He left it for you to tell you he knows that you're investigating him.
Right. We knew that much for sure. Is it a threat, maybe?
Well, that means we've been watched at all these places so far.
No, it doesn't. No, it wasn't a threat. This was left at your doorstep. It was a gift. Bastards inviting you to the game.
So that's how it is.
Man, you just left a freaking gift basket with money, for God's sake.
Hope he's
Where are the
okay with
keys?
being a
He's
sore
a
loser.
child with a
We
god
need to go look for his
complex.
backseat.
You know, maybe we should just like not come back here.
What did you say, Matthew?
We need to go find the Defaxi that are leaving us dead presents at our doorstep.
God damn it, Matthew.
It's funny.
And just because half of the
Wow.
fish is gone doesn't mean it's from...
Half the man is gone too.
Yeah.
What about the fish? What about the half of the fish?
Almost.
I'm worried.
Half of the fish is also gone.
Isn't Tyler or not Tyler? Isn't Scratch's eternal?
Um.
Double
Maybe he
murder.
got bored with normal life and decided to start murdering people.
Hey, hey, Lambert, make me a survival check.
Oh, I hate that you're asking me to do that. Oh, do I want to know things? Let's see if I know things. Do I know things?
Make a check to survive.
That's the curse occurred.
I
That
made
should
the
affect
roll. 17.
That fish is a
So who wants to tell Michael he cut out after he said, so that fish?
you. Or we need to find a giant fish pond.
Is that on my freaking end? Everyone's cutting out for me suddenly.
You've been cutting out consistently.
It's kind of everyone.
Anyway, what about the damn fish? I missed that.
It's bigger than it normally should be.
Oh.
Growth hormones.
That's weird.
This is somebody who has a lot of magical knowledge.
Okay, obviously not in large reduce, because that thing would have shrunk down after a minute.
A lot of knowledge in general.
That's a big goddamn fish, like weirdly so.
Yep. Must be
Are-
magic.
Are
Gwydion.
aquariums a thing in this world?
Or what?
Probably not really like that. I mean, there's probably like some well-to-do person with like a fish tank where they keep their, like, you know, but like I don't think there's like some sort of like public museum where you go and take a look at fish.
I mean, is it possible that
Gwydion, did
a
someone
wealthy person has some sort of giant tank or, say, a pond in their backyard?
Oh, absolutely, that's possible.
I'll say a giant freaking koi or something that's big enough to replace half of a man's fucking body?
If I know someone who has
I
a
think it was-
koi,
I don't know.
I think it was
what the
grown
end
magically.
result
But
is
anyway.
going to be.
Yes, I'm Gwydion. Hello.
Gwydion, do you detect any magic that could be involved here?
Magic
Uh,
detect. Go.
There is an aura transmutation around the fish.
My wizard sense is tingling. Yes, it was magically grown.
Yes, Captain Wizard. There
Captain
is a
Wizard.
transmutation.
Important.
Well,
I bet if we
um,
would have done the same thing at that glass, we would have detected magic as well.
then we did.
No,
You
we
didn't.
Oh,
Didn't.
I
I
thought
think we
Tyler
suspected.
did.
No, we didn't.
I forgot. We suspected
die.
because Michael said that it was probably magically, so I just went off that. And also, I've been phasing in and out of paying attention because of reasons. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been
Yeah, we
rough.
did. It's
But,
all good.
well, the fish was grown magically. This isn't really any named spell, I know. There are spells that can make things bigger, but not permanently like this. So, this person seems to be doing some strange rituals that are extending existing spell effects, or... But magic is malleable, so... Well, this person's quite powerful.
Well, at least we've confirmed that there's some sort of mage. I'll make sure to keep a few pairs of magic binding cuffs.
A mage is the last person I want to be going
Not-
after.
Not to be
Tomato.
a Debbie Downer, but is it possible that there are multiple killers? Or a group? Perhaps a duo?
I mean, it's literally possible, yes, but no, there's something about this. They've all
Add to it almost.
been by the same person.
I think a person who kills in this way would be quite Well, someone who doesn't work well with others and might fight back if someone tries to interfere with their vision.
I think they clearly seem to think they're making the world a better place.
Well, they're not, so that's that. Well, actually, we don't know the extent of the other victims' crimes. We don't know who this man is. No
Which
one
is
will
what I
mention
think
this
we need
Russo,
to look into.
but yes, I think we still need to follow that lead. Check the
I mean-
skeletons in the closets.
We might have to play the counter-investigator here and find out some dirty secrets of our own.
On the entire frickin' populace.
The more we know, the more we can predict the next
No.
Or, more than likely, here's an idea. This was left for us. His little calling card. Obviously, he has our attention now and wants it. What are the chances one of us has a deep, dark, little dirty secret that no one else should know? I say as I slowly turn to Leora.
I have no secrets.
Or that my secrets aren't dirty, nor would I be targeted for them.
All ladies
I
have
am
a
but-
few secrets.
I am but a humble
Amber.
university student.
That's right.
I literally don't trust you or you as far as I can throw either of you, and I can generally throw people pretty damn far if I were given the task. But not both at
Ooh, I'm
once.
sure Liliana would enjoy that immensely.
Will you stop doing that, for God's sake? Why? Stop
Why
trying to
not?
make us an item, that's fucking weird.
I mean, I'd ship it.
That
Shut
was your
up.
suggestion, not mine.
No, we're not going to be going on these ships anytime soon. We gotta solve a murder.
I mean, I'd say you got about 3 days legally, but you know, contractual obligations aside, I suppose.
Do we think that we should get the Inquisition involved in any way?
No. God,
I think it's a good idea.
no.
This is literally their jurisdiction.
I think it's a good idea.
I want their information, is what I want.
There's no reason to get the Inquisition involved.
I'm with
I
him.
think they might.
We do not. I mean, besides yourself, there's some things here that can only be explained by magic. There's no reason to just assume that it's a changeling.
I have a question.
But also no reason to dismiss the fact that maybe there is one.
Yeah, but I find that the Inquisition usually takes the perspective of a man with a hammer.
How do we know
I
that the
remember
Inquisition
somebody
or
saying
someone...
that brute force works.
They're not useful to
On a
What are you
door
saying?
lock, maybe.
What you saying,
Same
Gwyn?
thing.
How do we know that someone in the Inquisition isn't responsible for this?
I suppose it's
you
Oh,
possible.
no, you aren't responsible for this.
Oh, for God's sake.
I guess you don't, but I mean, I have better things to do with my time.
That and the fact that he was with us, like, oh, gee, I don't know, the majority of the damn time.
Sure.
On a ship.
Sure.
Not even on the damn island.
In
All-
school, accruing
Very
debt.
true. Got an alibi.
Getting pimples.
Getting rejected by women.
He doesn't talk to women.
Yeah, you're right.
Why talk to girls when I have books?
It's
And
true.
when I get high enough level, I can just create women.
Now, aside from that,
His ultimate goal.
Are we going 2
Oh,
days in the
God.
past, Michael?
we will after the end of the session, but you guys will have 3 more days here in the city before the contract, that you guys signed at the beginning of this says that you need to go out to sea again. There are no witnesses to question. I mean, aside from like Bertrand, but he just found the body. I mean, he might be able to tell you something. And the body itself doesn't seem to be nearly as complicated.
Right.
And it might take some time to find out who this is, just because we don't have the kind of technology that we have nowadays.
Right.
So I have to go like looking for somebody.
Hey, do
in
you
a
know this
city
man?
full of thousands of people? Yeah, I don't even have pictures. So, next week, I mean, if you guys have any ideas for like what you would like to do in those 3 days, or any questions for Captain Baker or anything, feel free to bring them my attention during the week. I have an island that I'm preparing. Probably gonna have to do another one. Next week is going to be like, if I have to take a week off, it'll either be next week or the week after that, maybe past that, but we'll see how that goes.
Right.
When we get there, basically, because I just won't know until later. Worst case scenario, if you guys find an island and explore the island, it's probably a good idea, because that's the island I have done if you find it. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, we need to come up with a plan before next week, I guess, to solve this. I have ideas, but
Yeah.
I'll need to think of them for a minute.
I mean, again, we do have in-character non-tomfoolery for any sorts of ideas that you guys have in character, because we do skip a lot of things. There are a lot, we skip time to time. So, just to fill in the gaps, if you guys do want to use that, feel free to. It is why that is there. I read all the messages in chat, so it'll be easy for me to keep up and kind of come in as the hands of God whenever I need to. So,
Right.
should be easy. Plus, I got plenty of time. As long as we all kind of know what's up, then that's all I have for you for this evening. Again, I'll let you know if anything happens for next week, but I think I have enough prepared for at least one island. I just need to put the rest of the effort in, so should be easy.
I just want to say I'm enjoying this, but fuck this guy.
Right.
The killer.
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the murder investigation. It is the first time I've done anything like this.
How much time do you spend watching Dexter's prep?
Right?
Is this why you asked earlier about murder mystery modules and I showed you mine? Like you asked several months ago?
No, I was going to do a murder mystery for my Saturday group back when that was a thing.
Okay.
But it's no
they
longer
were
a thing,
gonna.
so
It was gonna
we
be
get it?
tied to a whole cult of some ancient demon, and it was gonna be a whole, low level but still fun kind of thing. This is an overarching serial killer murder investigation, which is a lot more complicated.
Which takes place before any of us can speak with dead. So.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
I mean, so far the only one that you've investigated thus far, the body had literally been killed by themselves.
Yeah.
So
we're probably not gonna get a lot out of Speak with Dead.
And they weren't even looking in the right direction.
Who killed you? I didn't see them. Fuck. Who killed you? Me. Was it suicide? No.
Also, I'm liking the naming scheme and how it just kind of falls apart. Menace, Pinus, Grimace, Pingus, and Bingo.
I think Bingo is the best one.
Bingo was pretty good when I saw that.
I think the morality behind this is interesting.
We also, if we decide to continue on with this, we need to investigate the other murders and see what shifty shit they were into.
Who just left without saying goodbye?
I don't know. I'm honestly exhausted and tired. I damn near did.
Oh, that was Tyler.
Yeah.
Well, he's having a time. He needs.
Alright.
He's fine. He's fine.
Alright. I will.
Have a good night.
Yeah.
Good night.
Catch y'all next week.
Goodbye, everyone.
Okay. I'm actually legit exhausted. So, as usual, I hope you all enjoyed. If y'all did enjoy, great wish showing that support as always by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and of course sharing with your friends. I'm gonna go lay down and get to bed. Oh god, this hit me out of nowhere. I am freaking exhausted. I feel like I just dropped a lot of melatonin or something. Or I just smoked a freaking crap ton of weed. And I didn't, and that makes me sad. Anyway, once again, thank you all for watching, and as usual, cheers to those that love us, that lose us, that lost us, and as always, lucky sons of bitches that get to meet us. And we'll catch you all in the next video. Who the hell do you think the killer is? Leave it down below in a comment, because why the hell not? At this point, your guess is probably about as good as ours. We'll catch you in the next video.